Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a good Christmas break. We kind of just stepped back from it all for the past couple of weeks.
We figured we needed the break before this year.
We knew what lay ahead for us, so... Oh no, it started already. We thought we'd start the video with a little look back at the last 12 months. As usual, our year was pretty varied with all sorts of projects going on and probably biting off more than we can chew. Anyway, the year started off by finishing the roof. The roof was a winter project. Stupid idea, I know, but I managed to get it finished the first week of January. So that was the full slate roof that you may have watched at the end of the previous year. All the lead work was done, the gutters, soffits, fascias, and then all of that scaffolding could come down and we could get on to the next project, which was what I was really looking forward to doing, which was my timber frame workshop build. Now this was probably 4 or 5 years in the making. I'd ordered all of the timbers the previous winter, so they'd been sat there staring at me, ready and waiting, and as soon as I could possibly start, I did. I built some of it outside, some of it inside, component by component, and it was the big day to get it raised. That was probably one of my biggest highlights of the year, especially because it was pretty efficient. We got it all done in 2 weeks. The girls were able to help a little bit, and it just felt like a standalone project, which was well received in videos. We had some great responses from it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the chisels out on a future project soon. February saw the first of the indoor projects of the year. That was paneling up the utility area and the laundry room, so that was a nice way to finish off the room. Again, a good video, and that was liked by many over on Instagram as well. We managed to get a video out there, and we've done it elsewhere in the house, but it's just a nice way of finishing off the walls. Then it was back onto the workshop frame when it warmed up a bit, and the most controversial video of the year, externally paneling my timber frame. It was divisive, and really I knew it was coming, because at this point when I put this video out you couldn't see the end game, so the comments still come in on a daily basis, but they hadn't seen what you see now, which is framing up and boarding the outside. So in reality we haven't changed the aesthetics much externally, yet we've maintained that nice visual on the inside. Plus thermally it's much better. We've got a nice cozy insulation layer outside of our timber frame, and it all makes sense, well at least to me, and this is certainly the way we would go if we do any future timber frames. Next job was to get that back wall of the garage. It's a bit of a Frankenstein building that's been added to over the decades. We finally decided that we would render the back for a nice tidy finish, so this was our first attempt at that. We did a reinforced monocouche render and it came out really well. This is my first attempt at rendering, on a big scale at least, and it went pretty much to plan. It's quite an enjoyable job. Took probably 2 days for the two of us to do it, and really pleased with how that came out. Another project that's been staring at us for years are the internal doors. The original internal doors have been clad over and glossed back in the 50s and 60s, and we really wanted to get this project done. We stripped them all the way back, and we were going with a painted finish, so we prepped everything up, got everything sprayed. Really pleased with how this project went. Again, we would love to keep going on restoring old joinery. I think it's just such a nice way to go rather than banging in new stuff. It's just a bit of history really, isn't it? Then we finished off the garage conversion. This room had been used for all sorts. Once we got it all sprayed, we got the flooring down. This was to be Jo's studio room where she runs her business from, and it's been a really good asset to the house. A big bonus room. Then as it warmed up a bit more, we could get back on the wall. There was a whole west elevation of the house that needed the cement pointing removed, everything cleaned out, and we pointed it all up with lime. The whole wall is looking much cleaner, brighter, and tying in with the rest of the house now. A bit more work in the garden. Early in the year we started on a lawn renovation, seeding and top dressing the whole lawn. We also needed to put some extra paths in. That was to tie in where the workshop was, link it with the rest of the garden and the paths, and we really love how that is all finished off up on the top garden. And on the garden, this was the year of the garden. We restored all of the lawns, got everything looking nice, planted up a load of borders, we finished off our barbecue area. We really put a bit of effort in because we knew we were going to be spending a fair bit amount of time at the house this summer, and it was well worth doing so we could enjoy it ourselves. Another summer project was replacing our mishmash of curtains and roller blinds from the front of the house and getting all of our new hardwood shutters installed. Again, they were colour matched with our doors and the guttering and the soffits outside, and we just really love how that finished up. Then I was back into the workshop, treating myself to some new joinery. I built some cabinets, some new shaker doors, and this is all of the work centre that I'll be able to transplant in the future when we move workshop, but more on that later in this video. Another big project that we managed to get done this year was the camper van conversion. It's been a long-term project that's been ticking over in the background, and this year is the time that, well, we have to say goodbye. It is up for sale, and actually it is, at the point of putting out this video, it is listed for sale. I'll try and put a link down in the description if that is still the case once we get this uploaded. But of course, the biggest landmark moment of the year was deciding to sell our house. While it wasn't always our intention, priorities change in life and things come up and opportunities arise, and we took the decision to move on to a new project. So it's with a mixed emotions that we say farewell to this house and all of the fun that we've had here, all of those projects, and we take a breath ready for the next one. Sorry, what were your Christmas presents that you got for Christmas ready for this year on the farm?
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah, so we got a set of 4, 2 pairs of waterproof sledges, sledges, because we may be hopeful for some snow. Doesn't look like it. Mummy got new work trousers, waterproof trousers.
You got a head torch.
New head torch.
I didn't know there was anything else.
Oh, and a new farm dog. Well, she's sleeping under the tripod now, but we'll come to her later on in the video.
We can go to the park.
I'll pause it.
Oh, hang on. So what's all this chat of pastures new? Well, as many of you already know, there's an old farm somewhere in Gloucestershire which will soon be home, and it'll be a place where we can fulfill many of those life goals and ambitions that we might not have been able to where we are now. The space to keep livestock and manage the land, somewhere to build a dream home and restore old buildings, and of course there's more space and potential to host the occasional in-person community event or workshop. So there's lots here to share over the coming years. Right, I managed to tie the kids out there in the other room, so it might make a bit more sense now.
I think my highlight was getting my studio and my lovely piece of furniture. Yeah, I know. Finally, and then we decided to move.
And the workshop.
Yeah, and your
so
workshop.
finish
we
the
both
roof.
get our own little spaces to escape from
After
each
8
other,
years,
and then
finally sorted.
Bam!
Oh well. There'll be plenty of chance to recreate that on a slightly bigger scale, maybe.
We've learned a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, and I think we've realised what space we need or what we don't need. I think your studio is probably as big as you need at the moment.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than I need, but it's now become a storage facility, a rabbit home, all kinds of things.
It's a bit multi-purpose.
Yeah, and especially as we increase the merchandise for Restoration Couple, there's also like mugs now and hats and t-shirts. They're all out there too now. So
and the more we look at hosting events and workshops and stuff like that, the more indoor space is going to be required. But we're going to cover that in the future because there's a whole load of stuff running in parallel that we can kind of introduce to the channel at a later point. Anyway, as far as the farm project goes, this year that we're in now, it's pretty. Sure. The dog's gone quiet.
It's tricky because we like.
What are you doing?
like normally we sit down and we're like, right, what are our aims for January, February, March, and we'll just do 6 months. And that worked quite well last year, even though we had stuff in there we shouldn't do. But it's a bit trickier. All we know is January is sell the van. Isn't it? That's
well, that was
it.
meant to be December.
And get planning in.
We've done the full 3D laser scan of the whole farm. And from that we've done the first episode we've already put out on the channel. But we've managed to do another 2 or 3 episodes which cover the whole process. So there's a few other parts to that. All of those plans have then gone off to the architects just to get the ball rolling there, and then our planning consultant agents dealing with another bit. So there's a whole process going on in the background.
Which is quite nice that we can just...
Which we kind of have control of, but kind of don't.
We can start building our cabin,
yeah.
Can't we? So that will be what we'll get on board with, but we need, you know, a few things to line up before that can actually happen. So.
Yeah, we're probably 2 weeks off being able to start that build. So that build is essentially a twin unit mobile home lodge, but we've looked at loads and they just didn't fit the criteria, bearing in mind we're going to be in it for 2 or 3 years, so we thought we'd build our own, and we've got the space and the facilities to do that because of course there's a big enough barn that we can fit the chassis into. They're getting fabricated this week and they hopefully should be on the site next week, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got to be escort vehicled and yeah, it's a long...
Sorry, we keep distracting ourselves. It's because there's a puppy who isn't potty trained yet. So if she moves, we're like, where's she going?
She'll be alright. We'll introduce her in a minute. There is actually a puppy here, we're not making it up.
They knew about that though?
No, they don't. YouTube's never
maybe
known.
Not. Maybe not.
When...
Maybe you need to go onto Instagram as well.
Yeah. When we lost Charlie back in September, we decided that we were going to take a break, and it was sensible to wait 2 or 3 years before bringing another pooch into the household.
Yeah, that lasted long, didn't it?
But it just didn't feel quite right, and from a practicality point of view we figured that actually we've got 2 or 3 months now.
Well, it's a lot of downtime, like waiting and stuff
in
at
a
home.
house,
yeah.
that if we're going to do training and stuff, this could actually be the most civilised 2 or 3 months out of the next 2 or 3 years. Not allowed on the sofa.
This is Maggie. She's invited. She doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, this is Maggie, and
Yeah,
hopefully
not bring it
getting
back.
a puppy once there's so much going on as well. It's quite handy. She's been okay with the cat, rabbits. She hasn't met the chickens and the ducks yet, mainly because they're shut up because of bird flu. But there'll be plenty of livestock for her to get used to, won't there? Anyway, dogs aside, bye. So the next 12 months should be just a massive array of challenges and projects for us. There will be the cabin build, and there will be starting out on the farm. There will hopefully be some progress as far as the house build, although year 1 was not our intention to kind of rush that through, so things might start on that.
And we can't find the boss baby.
Hold fire, 2-year-old stolen the makeup. Right, the rabble are back. We will sign off here because it's been a bit of waffle, but hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight into what's going on next year. Thanks for all the support over the last 12 months, especially those over on Patreon as well. All their both financial support and just the community over there has been great. But here's to the next 12 months, which are bound to be full of excitement, challenges, highs and lows. It's going to be fun. It's going to be mad.
Yeah.
It's not going to be boring, that's all we can
No.
It's gonna be amazing.
And as we said in the past, back in December, the aim is to get more regular content, perhaps a little bit less polished,
Eden.
because it's quite hard to polish this lot.
Ow, she bit me.
Alright, let's put...
Not funny.
No.
No, it not funny. No. It was a kiss, an aggressive kiss.
No, she bit me.
Oh, she's a ferocious monster, isn't she? Gosh, we better tame her. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time. Right.
See you next time.
Just wolf. It's wolf dog.
Where's it? Look at you, Maggie.